Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put some dimensions on this thing. And dimensions are how big the object is, so we can make sure that we know how big to cut our pieces. So the dimensioning tool is this tool right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And so for instance, if I want to tell the person who's going to build this, for instance, how far it was across here, I can click there and see if I can click on this other endpoint right there and drag this off. And I could tell them how far from that point. Well, I grabbed the wrong thing from there to there. I could tell them how big that was. You can also do it by, for instance, if I wanted to tell someone how far from there to there, I can pull that down and I can pull this. But since this is not broken, usually you can just click on this edge and you can bring it across like this. So that's fine too, or you can bring it down and that works. So go ahead and do all those dimensions. Let's tell the person what the diameter of this hole is here. And I can bring that down. Oh, looks like I grabbed it in the wrong spot. I grabbed it right there. So you can just drop it off wherever you want. You can select it and then just hit the delete button or backspace. I think will do it. Nope, it looks like it's delete, and that will get rid of it. Or you can erase it. That works too. Click there and click there. That's much better for dimensioning. And let's tell the person how big this part is here, so they know. We can click right there. I apologize. Apparently we can't. So let's see if we can't click here and then there and pull that across. And then let's tell them how long it is. I think maybe, yes, we can click there and there. And that works. We could also tell them how thick it is. We can zoom in and make sure we grab it on the edge, not in the middle or anywhere. You could tell someone how thick the top piece is. See if I can pull it off. There we go. Maybe we'll tell them how big the top piece is from there to there. I don't know that you'll be able to do it. We could try from there across. Yes you can. The whole thing is 10. And I wonder if we can do it from this endpoint here to a one across the way over here. I'm going to pull this over. We'll find out. We'll see. It should be 16. And it's not quite. It's pretty dang close. So I think I just grabbed it in a funny spot right there. That's okay. Watch this. You can select your dimension and you can right click it and you can just edit the text and just tell someone that it's 16 inches, even though it wasn't quite. It is, but we just grabbed it from a funny spot, so that's no big deal. What else should we tell them here? Oh, let's tell them how big these holes are right here and where they're placed at. So I think we can probably click on the outside edge of this tool right here, or of this circle. We can tell someone that's 3/8, and I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard because it's going to want to place that circle inside. I don't think it's going to want to place that dimension for this guy inside the wood. So it's kind of meaningless out here, but we'll give it a shot out there. We'll see if that works. It looks kind of weird, but there's no other way to get to that hole really, other than, well, there's not really any way to get to that hole. And then we could tell them also where that hole is placed. That might be, I wonder if we can do that by, sometimes you can hover over the outside edge of the hole and it gives you the center. Look at that. If you just hover over the outside, it'll reference the center when you move over there. Sometimes you can do it that way. That's a little bit hard sometimes to get it to do that, but it is possible. And then we'll pull up to the very top edge and click, and it won't want it wants a point right there. It won't click otherwise. So here's a way to cheat. I'll show you how to do this. We'll just do like that. We'll do that, and then we'll just say erase. You can do this. It's kind of cheating. From right there, we'll pull a line over here, and we'll just on the edge, we'll just click it and just say 1 inch. It doesn't appear there. It's up. It's already on that line, so it doesn't really show up again. But there is a little line there, and the computer knows it. And so what you can do now, usually, is click on the dimensioning tool, reference the center, just like I just did. I'll try it again. Sometimes it's better to grab it at an angle. But there it is, and then it'll go to that endpoint right there. It's kind of cheating, but let's not tell anybody. And then we'll do this again. We'll reference the center. So just hover over the outside and then move towards the middle, and it will do it for us. And then we can, it's going like, I think it's going, there we go, that's what we want, right there. So those are all 1 inch apart. And we could even do this. We could tell it that there is a line here, but you can't really see it. I think we could click on it. There we go. And we'll see if we can get it as close to the center of that circle as we can. That's pretty dang good right there. So that tells us all those holes are 1 inch apart. One thing that's hard to see is the center hole, how big it is. But I think that might, we got to tell them how tall this leg is. I think we might be able to do that by clicking on the dimension tool again, and maybe from there up to here somewhere. I don't think it's going to let us do it. Nope, it won't. It wants a better reference point, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So we will have to, let me think about this. I wonder if I can dimension from that endpoint down. I don't think it'll let me do that. It doesn't want an edge, it wants an actual point to grab it from. So let's cheat again. Oh, it did. It let me do it. Why did it let me do it? I have no idea why it let me do it. Maybe because one side's got a point on it. So there we go. So there's 8 1/4. That's what we need to know. Right there. 11, 8 1/4. Got all that stuff. Got the top. We know how big everything is here. So we'll go ahead and save it real quick. And then what I want to do is I want to get some good shots of this thing and then print them out. And so I'm going to pan this guy. I want to get a shot of like that right there. And what you can do is you can just take it and kind of zoom in on that spot. I wonder if it'll let me do this. Yeah, not bad. It kind of fills the screen up. And hit the print screen button. It's probably up somewhere on your top of your keyboard. You can just hit print screen, and it takes a picture of what's ever on the screen. Paste it onto a Word document, and then we'll just rotate this like this, and we can take another good shot of that so we can kind of see everything. And then you can take another screen print of that and paste it onto the Word document. We'll get a real close-up shot of this guy. That'll be handy to have. Make sure we get all those measurements in. Back out a little bit. So now we can kind of see that. So you can take a screenshot of that. It's got how big the inside hole is, how big the outside hole is. I guess we didn't do how deep that is, but I think you guys know that. And then all the dimensioning, how far it is from the top and how far these are over. You can take a screenshot, print that out. Maybe we'll do the top last. And you guys can get a view of that. And you can take a screenshot and print that out. And that will be all the information that you would need to know to make this thing, and then you guys can go ahead and put your name on that and staple those pages together, or if it only takes one page, you can turn that in.